In this video, we'll go through the process of applying a percent increase. In this example, we have that Tabitha earns $52,000 a year at her job, and she expects a 5% raise. What will be her new yearly salary? Well, in order to compute this, we need something called the multiplier. So we'll compute the multiplier by taking 1 plus or minus the percentage written as a decimal. Now we'll use plus if we're doing a percent increase and minus if we're doing a percent decrease. So in this case it will be plus. And then 5% written as a decimal we'll get by moving the decimal place over to the left 2 places. Right, and so we'll end up with point, and then we put a 0 in the blank, 0.05. Okay, so we'll be adding 0.05. So our multiplier ends up being 1.05. Now that we have the multiplier, what we can do is compute the new salary by taking the original salary multiplied by the multiplier, which is going to give us 52,000 multiplied by 1.05, and that gives us exactly $54,600 per year. This is an example of applying a percent increase. It tells us that G's son deposits $3,300 into an account that pays simple interest at a rate of 7% annually. Okay, well, we know that 7% written as a decimal would be 0.07 or 0.07. And then it asks us, how much interest will she be paid after 1 year? The interest is the increase. And so we're going to take $3,300 and multiply that by our interest rate, which is 0.07. So we want to use the decimal anytime we're doing a computation. And that's going to give us $231. Notice this is a little bit different than using the multiplier. We'll use the multiplier when we want to find the new total. Here we were only asked to find the increase, the interest. That's why we used 0.07 instead of 1.07. Now, once we found the interest, we can find the new total, or the ending balance, by taking the initial balance and adding the interest amount. So that would give us 3,300 plus the interest of 231, and then we'll have $3,531 total in the account. Notice that this is actually equivalent to finding the multiplier and multiplying by the multiplier. If we were to do part B that way, we would end up with exactly the same answer. Let's check for understanding. Work this one out on your own and then come back and check your answer. It says that sales tax at a shoe store is 6%. How much will Jabari pay total for a pair of shoes listed at $59.99? And it says round to the nearest cent. The first thing that we'll need is the multiplier. We want the new total, and so we'll take the original, the list price, and multiply it by this multiplier. To get the multiplier, we'll take 1 plus the percentage written as a decimal, which is 0.06. And so we're going to end up with 1.06 as our multiplier. Then the total price, including tax, is going to be the original price of $59.99 times the multiplier for taxes. This gives us 63.5894. But we're supposed to round to the nearest cent, which is the nearest hundredth. And so we're going to look at the next place, and that is greater than or equal to 5, and so we're going to round up. So we'll get $63.59.